If you look at the way that the Trump administration has worked over the last couple of weeks, we've seen that they have used this as a threat to try and bring Europe to the table. We had Cecilia Malmström, the European Trade Commissioner, go to Washington earlier this week. She met with Wilbur Ross, she met with Robert Lighthizer, the US Trade Rep, and she's come away back to Brussels yesterday saying, we expect we will be exempt. Lo and behold, late last night, the Trump administration and Trump himself stands up publicly and says, I'm going to exempt them for now. There's more than a month until that next deadline, and the talks will continue, obviously, between Malmström and her counterparts in the US. But we've heard over the last couple of weeks from people like Malmström, from European leaders, they won't be threatened, they won't be menaced, but there is still that sword of Damocles kind of hanging over the European Union until May 1st to see whether those exemptions are going to end up being permanent.
In terms of the other obviously we've got this huge market sell-off going on at the moment as well. Concerns about a whole host of things. I know we were going to concentrate on tariffs in this hit as well, but if we can't ignore the fact that there's another huge spat going on, Griesbau's Kaiser and others coming out and showing a little bit more support for the British as well. Do you think that, I mean, obviously I'm asking you to translate my market concerns and our market concerns here with geopolitical facts as well, but I'm sure that it's weighing on it as well, growing spat between the EU and Russia. How much is that dominating conversations as well, Willem?
Well, certainly last night at dinner, Steve, when Theresa May made her pitch to the other 27 European leaders, she wanted them to come on board with the British idea as to how they should respond to Russia. And she got what she wanted for the most part. We got a statement from Donald Tusk and the European Council overnight essentially saying that they agreed with the British assessment. There was no other legitimate explanation for why that nerve attack had happened in the UK, other than the Russian state was behind it. That was something that she wanted. In terms of actions, you know, I've spent a lot of this week trying to ask people whether they expect to see sanctions being reimposed against Russia, sort of tightened against Russia. There doesn't seem to be appetite for that. There's clearly a number of countries inside the European Union who are not keen to pursue that line with Russia. They say that sanctions in the past, since the annexation of Crimea, has not happened. But in terms of geopolitical risk, clearly this is a big issue. We've had some pretty strong words, surprisingly strong words, in fact, from Angela Merkel over the last 48 hours about Russia. Clearly Emmanuel Macron, no fan of Russia's alleged behaviour in the UK. And obviously the UK, having expelled 23 diplomats, is not on a very friendly footing with them either.
Still watching? Perfect. Click here to watch another great video from CNBC International. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.